Hi, I'm Stefanie Valentic from Waste 360 with the Waste 360 Coffee Talk, and today we're here with Mr. Henriksson of Juno. How are you doing today?
Excellent, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great, thank you so much for being here. So what exactly is Juno?
So Juno is a new waste recycling technology, and we can process unsorted residential commercial garbage and then divert, recycle up to about 90%. And the way Juno works is that we cook, sanitize the waste, and then we separate out all of the recyclables like plastics, metal, fiber, and the food we turn into biogas. And what's nice about it is that we have a very low energy footprint. So if you look at using the EPA WARM model from a carbon analysis point of view, for every ton of waste that we process, it's equivalent then to a reduction of 1 ton of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So for a full-scale Juno plant, that would be similar to the amount 400,000 acres of forest land would sequester in carbon every year.
So why are communities so interested in Juno?
So Juno provides a very high landfill diversion rate, up to about 90%. And when you think about these communities, in the last 10 years, recycling rates have been stagnated between 30 and 35%. And that's because a lot of the low-hanging fruits have been picked, right? So it's very hard to bring on additional source-separated recycling. And if you try, you can also get into contamination. So we take what's left over, what goes to landfills, and then we process, and then we divert up to 90%.
So where does Juno fit into the waste stream?
Yeah, so Juno doesn't impact reduce, reuse, and source-separated recyclables. We only impact, call it the bottom half of the waste hierarchy triangle. So anything that goes to landfills or even waste to energy, we could process. And that's the part that we can then divert, recycle up to 90%.
So how can customers prepare to use Juno?
Excuse me?
How can customers prepare to use Juno?
Yeah, so it's very simple. It requires no change in people's behavior. So they don't have to change a thing. We provide the service where we recycle, and all they have to do is point the trucks in our direction, and we do the rest.
So what challenges have you faced scaling to a commercial waste stream?
Yeah, so our plan had been to start off processing just commercial waste. And so we started up 12 months ago in the middle of the pandemic. And all of the commercial waste had gone into the residential waste stream. And we had planned to do the residential waste stream a year down the road. So we started up running residential waste. And we were struggling because you would have things like ropes, telephone cords, Christmas lights, and they would bundle up in all these textiles and form almost like a large whale that then plugged our system. So we had to kind of regroup. We got our team together. We came up with a shredding solution where we cut down the size of all these type of materials. And from then on, we've been running great. And what's nice about it, since we can now run residential or commercial waste at any kind of percentage, that means that nobody has to change any routes. So if you have a truck routing for commercial waste and maybe also some residential, we can take it both. So that's helpful.
So, with these new technologies and innovations, what does the future look like for Juno?
Yeah, so our mission is to help cities and communities reach their diversion, circularity, and sustainability goals. And so we are in the process of engineering our second plant. And we plan to build hundreds of these across the globe. So if there's somebody out there, if it's a city, if it's a waste hauler, and they're interested in very high landfill diversion rates, we would be happy to talk to them.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to hear about Juno.
Thank you.
This has been Stefanie Valentic with the Waste 360 Coffee Talk.